Your electric car may have a battery many times larger than a typical home battery. So why can you not simply use the car to power a coffee maker, a cabin, or your entire home during an outage? With some vehicles, you can already take electricity out of the battery today. But there is a major difference between running one appliance and supplying a home or sending energy back to the electricity grid. In this video, we explain V2L, V2H, and V2G, three abbreviations that describe where the energy from an electric car is going. Let us start with the solution that is already the most common. V2L means vehicle to load. The car works like a large mobile power socket. You can connect electrical equipment through a built-in outlet or an approved adapter in the charging port. Hyundai, for example, says several of its models can deliver up to 3.6 kilowatts through V2L. That can be enough to operate a coffee maker, charge an electric bicycle, use power tools, keep a refrigerator running, or supply camping equipment. The maximum output varies between vehicle models. You must check the car's manual, the adapter, and the amount of power the connected equipment requires. It is important to understand the difference between kilowatts and kilowatt hours. Kilowatts describe how much power the car can deliver at one moment. Kilowatt hours describe how much energy the battery can store. A car can have a large battery, but still impose a limit on the most powerful appliance you can connect. You should also set a minimum battery level if the car offers that option. The power output will then stop before the battery becomes too empty for your onward journey. The next solution is V2H, or vehicle to home. Here, the car supplies energy to the house. In theory, the vehicle can charge when electricity is inexpensive and support the home during periods of high demand. In certain systems, it can also provide backup power. But this requires much more than a V2L adapter. The car must support two-way energy flow. You need a compatible bidirectional charger and an electrical installation that can control the energy and isolate the home safely. During a power cut, the system must prevent the car from energizing grid cables that technicians expect to be dead. That is why you must never improvise by connecting the vehicle to a random household socket. The third solution is V2G, vehicle to grid. The car can then charge from the grid and return energy to it. The idea is that thousands of parked electric cars could work as one large distributed energy store. They could charge when the grid has spare capacity and provide energy or flexibility when demand is higher. Norway's grid operator Statnett describes V2G as technology that can both take energy from the grid and return electricity, for example, when demand is high. Norwegian researchers have also tested bidirectional charging. SINTEF has reported on trials in which an electric car battery supplied electricity to a local microgrid. But what can an ordinary Norwegian EV owner do in 2026? V2L is available on several models and can be used now when the car and equipment support it. V2H and V2G are at an earlier stage. The technology exists. But for most Norwegian households, it is still not a simple feature that becomes available when you buy an ordinary charging box. You need the right vehicle, the right charger, compatible software, an approved installation, and in some cases, agreements with an electricity supplier or grid operator. The Norwegian Electrotechnical Committee wrote in 2026 that communication and coordination between the systems are not yet fully resolved. You therefore need to check what is actually supported in your country, not only what international advertising promises. What about battery wear? Every use of the battery involves energy flow and contributes to some wear. The effect depends on factors including how often the system is used, how deeply the battery is discharged, temperature, and the way the vehicle manages the battery. The right question is not whether V2G causes absolutely zero wear. Ask instead how the system manages charging limits, what the warranty says, and whether the financial benefit outweighs any additional battery use. If you want to use V2L today, follow 5 simple rules. Use only equipment approved for the vehicle. Stay within the car's maximum power output. Avoid damaged cables, improvised adapters, and homemade connections. Set a sensible minimum battery level. And remember that V2L does not automatically mean the car can power your home or sell electricity to the grid. The conclusion is that an electric car can already be more than a means of transport. V2L can turn it into a practical source of electricity for camping, work, or a short power cut. V2H could eventually make the car part of the home's energy system. And V2G could make parked cars useful to the wider electricity grid. But in Norway in 2026, V2L is the easiest option for private owners to access. The larger systems still require compatible equipment, qualified professionals, and an installation approved for the purpose. Would you use your electric car as emergency power at home, or would you rather save the battery for driving? Tell us what you think in the comments, and subscribe to EVuntold for more explanations of future electric car technology.